Mon.
And I'm Rim.
And welcome to episode 7 of F4F News, brought to you by First Four Figures,
where we do a weekly recap with updates so you know what's up.
But today is going to be a bit different because today's episode is a
F4F News X'mas Special! We are going to do a year-end recap of the statues we've released this year.
The highlights in our official collectors club over on Facebook, and
the team highlights for this year.
And a lot more.
Yes.
So, pause this video, go grab yourself a hot cocoa, and when you're ready, sit back and enjoy as we begin today's episodes with
the relaunch of Amaterasu life-size bust, which is still available with our exclusive early bird offer on our website, first4figures.com. Now, that is all for the recent launch updates. Let's pass it over to Mon Mon and Rim with this week's production updates.
Wait, you're joining me?
Yup, I am crashing the party!
NANI?
Oh, why thank you, Rim. That was beautifully done. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I guess. Anyways, for this week's
production updates,
we've got updates for Nameless King first up. Here are some lineups of the Storm Drake's head. Now, as you can see, the horns and other minute details have yet to be added. But we can already see the scales and textures of the head even in its pre-painting stage.
And here are a bunch of cupcake toppings. I'm just kidding. These are the Nameless King's bundle of scarves that wraps around his neck. You can see they are waiting to be painted and the overall structure looks defined already.
Yep, and finally, here is Nameless King being put together. Now, as you can see, not all the parts are there yet, but I believe the armor and the Storm Drake is already looking like they're coming along nicely.
Yep.
I can't wait to see the updates of him put together.
Next up, we've got updates for Dr. Neo Cortex. Our team is now putting the final touches onto the metal parts of the base. In this picture, our team's applying red paint to create the realistic metallic rust look. And in this next photo, our team sat making sure whatever needs to be dry is going to be dry, such as the paint and the glue.
And finally, we've got a lineup of decapitated Dr. Neo Cortexes and his minds. And then there's an update for a singular hand there. But don't worry, guys. From what we saw in the last update, I think they're lining up to be assembled along with his head. It's lovely to see all these updates on Dr. Neo Cortex, right, guys?
Next up, who do we have? Well, it's one of our favorite villains in First Four Figures, Vicious. Here's an update of our team packing and checking the boxes. Woo, Cowboy Bebop fans, you know what that means. They're coming, Vicious is coming.
Hey! And here's all the exclusive editions lined up to be checked by our team. Here's where we make sure the details are looking good and that the statue is up to standard. Our team would have the statues assembled and lined up so we can do the final checking and make sure that everything is good to go.
Yep. And finally, we have our Lord's Blade Kiran SD statue. Here's an update on her base and her framed ensemble. For now, without the head, but the paint job alone is hyping me up to see her final form.
Yes, and Dark Souls fans, you got 2 updates this week. Damn, that's lucky. And those of you who commented on seeing other statue updates, I am doing my best. I am chasing after the boss man, but alas, he eludes me. Must be the Christmas spirit, I don't know.
Now, that is all for the recent production updates. Let's pass it over to the wonderful community manager, Rimsha, now with What's Up in the Club. Hey guys, welcome to this week's What's Up in the Club. Welcome to this. This week, our members were delivered some awesome statues.
But before we start that, Mr. Joshua Rehak, you are spoiling your cat. TJ was high on life and nothing could stop him. He didn't even know where to start. Okay, now that it's out of my system as well. Congrats to Camilla Robinson for receiving her Shadow and Super Shadow figures. They fit well with the Christmas decor and the lights really added personal touch.
Next, I'd like to congratulate Azel Erator for getting his Blue Eyes White Dragon. And yes, like you said, the thing really is awesome. You can't deny that. This week, we also had a delivery earlier than expected. Kai Hazard got his definitive edition Blue Eyes 3 days earlier than expected. Christmas came early for ya.
And thank you to Fran Torregrosa for making this video. Why did Conquer scare me a bit there? Must be the slow zoom.
We also had a new challenge this week, which was finding a wild F4F and winning reward points by posting it in the OCC. A couple of members are already in on this hashtag and have won some points. All you have to do is make sure your 4 fingers are showing in the picture so we can differentiate you from the rest. Austin Bird and Florian were the very first to do so.
And that is all for...
Ho ho ho! And an early Merry Christmas, everyone. How's that hot cocoa, Mon?
Oh, in my mind, brilliant, warm, and sweet.
That's awesome. You know what else is awesome? All the statues we've released this year. Just look at this. Editor, pop some of those nice and fancy thumbnails on here. Editor meaning Mon Mon.
Yeah, you say editor, but it's going to be me who does it, but she is not wrong. Depending on my hard work, we released a lot of statues this year.
Oh yeah.
Which ones were your favorite, Rim?
I do have a few in mind, like Nameless King, Amy Rose, and more, but my most favorite one would be Link on horseback. Simply because of all the memes and reactions we got out of it. I remember having the time of my life and laughing at all the posts while everyone else was in chaos. And the way Alex made the announcement was perfect. The live stream was never the same.
And who can forget? One of our statues this year got an award. The Pop Ciders 2022 Best Geeky Gift in the Collectibles section.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the statue that couldn't protect you from the towel, was it, behind the scenes?
Yes.
Well, then the statue deserves it for sure.
Oh, yeah? We also went to ACG this year. For those of you who don't reside in Hong Kong, ACGHK is our animation comic game convention. We had our very own booth there this year. I unfortunately had to retire around day 2 because my legs gave out. Don't ask why, it just did. Just happened.
Can I ask why? No? Okay. Despite that, we had a great time. We sold a lot of statues. Let's just say everyone appreciates a nice The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild PVC statue. They were all gone.
Exactly. Check them out on our website, and while you're there, snag them.
And besides that, I think we've been releasing a lot of different and new content. We've released statue puzzles, crossword puzzles, crossword puzzles, funny discussions and not so funny discussions, member spotlights,
Halloween short films, skits, gaming videos, Twitch streams, Instagram reels, and YouTube shorts, YouTube videos, and etc, etc. We love being creative and coming up with new content for you guys to enjoy.
Not to mention, I gave reward points to over 1,000 of you, I think, since I started these mini
I counted,
games.
it is over 1,000.
Over on our Facebook group, Official Collectors Club.
And judging by how busy she was typing away at my computer on Messenger, I'd say you guys definitely enjoyed the games and the puzzles that she's been making in the club, which makes me, content manager, very happy. Very, very good.
Thank you, content manager.
Yeah.
I'm glad I made you proud, and I shine bright like a diamond.
Yes!
And as community manager, I thought why not share some of those moments in our yearly OCC highlights.
Now, the past couple of months were very memorable for us, not just because of the launches, but all the members who made it worthwhile being in the Collectors Club. And just to rewind, let's see some of our favorite OCC moments of the year.
The lovely welcome by Mr. Mon himself was quite the highlight for me. I had a great start to my adventure in the club. Not only did you make me feel comfortable, but always gave me a helping hand with my announcements. I mean, just look at my first Spotlight interview announcement. What a nice kickstart to the upcoming interviews. Thank you for being so kind, James.
Oh, and let's not forget the dance video James, Alicio, and Andrea made Did you know Andreas had COVID, yet he still danced for us?
Oh
Commitment.
yeah. Oh yeah, the commitment.
Mm-hmm.
That man's a trooper. I don't know how y'all convinced him, James and Alicia, but you did it and it was awesome.
And over here is Alicio making fun of Rim as always. You love me too much. We can see the resemblance. Y'all thought this was funny in the comments. Don't worry, me too. I also thought this was funny.
It wasn't funny. This was so good. It was my screensaver for a while. Doesn't it look so real, guys? Graphic design is his passion. You need to quit your job, Lionel, and do some art. We might just see you at the Met.
Ooh. Did you know if you say Maggie 3 times, this monster on the card appears?
But what do you mean, monster?
A sweet monster that's also not that ugly.
What do you mean not that ugly?
Anyways, let's move on.
Here's one of my favorite discussion posts, mainly because of all the cool music I found. For the first time, I didn't feel alone jamming to Dante's theme song. Y'all are just like me. A lot of Metal Gear listeners in the comments too. I see the taste, the flavor. Y'all have taste?
My favorite post was one of your question of the day posts where you asked if they had to bribe us for a statue, what would they do?
Yes, I remember the answers and they were hilarious. And here are some of the replies. I would sell a kidney.
I'll bring some Italian food for my queen. This was written by Rimsha, not what Mon Mon really thinks. Oh look, who put that there in the script? 2 words.
2 words.
Chocolate.
Swiss chocolate.
Giving daddies, Leo.
And our personal favorite. For all the effort that would take to please you both, I'd find it cheaper just to buy it.
Oh, don't forget Yvonne. She's willing to give you those Take That tickets. Worth it.
Oh yeah. And finally, Where's That Statue was quite a success in the club, wasn't it?
Oh yes, it was a huge success. I loved all the funny responses and threats being made to Rimsha. Definitely a highlight for me.
Oh yeah, so funny. Are you even on my side? Nope. Okay.
I don't support pixel art.
Oh, you thought we was done?
Oh, well, we are.
Oh, you thought we was over?
Oh, well, over is in this case a synonym of even. The truth. Yes.
Well, it certainly is.
Over, that is.
Because we have arrived at the end of this week's episode.
And we really hope that you enjoyed our extra long video today.
Not tomorrow, today.
Yep.
Now let's end episode 7 with a hi. I'm Rim.
And I am Mon Mon. Don't forget to follow us on our social media channels at First 4 Figures so you don't miss out on the next episode. F4F is love.
F4F is life, and a Merry Christmas from us to you.
See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.